Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Shawnie and we are Glitzy Stitches Home DIY. Thank you for joining me today. Today we're going to launch our Gnome of the Month week. And first of all, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be making the Gnome shoes out of one paper towel holder. Now this is for a Gnome boot. Okay, this is the medium sized. And what you're going to need to do is, it's a paper towel holder, strictly a paper towel holder. You're going to need to cut that in half, flatten it out, and make sure that each edge is straight. Okay, and you want to measure this to 3 inches, 6 inches, 7.5 inches, and 9 inches. One paper towel holder is going to make one pair. Last piece, guys, what we want to do, we want to take and measure this. Okay, this is 2 inches. So what we want to do is at 1 inch, we want to mark this. Okay, and I am going to do my line going straight down the piece, just like so. Okay, and you want to cut this in half. Okay, just like that. Alrighty. Now what we're going to do here is, this is going to be the toe of our Gnome shoe. So what we want to do is we want to measure halfway down, which is at about 2 1/4. You're going to want to do like a half moon, guys, to the it doesn't have to be perfect, just kind of round that off right in the center of the what will be the toe of your Gnome shoe. Just round it right off, just like so. Okay, just to give it a round. It does not have to be perfect. You can square it, you can do whatever you want, as long as it's going to fit over your paper towel holder. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to glue this together like so, just like this, just with the hot glue. I'm using my Surebonder glue gun today. Really like it. I haven't had it that long and I really like how it works. Okay, right there. There we go. Just like so. Okay. And you're going to want to do that with your toe piece as well. Just glue that together. There's no, I would, about 1/8 of an inch, guys. The measurement on this would be about 1/8 of an inch. Okay, just like that. Again, this is the medium-sized shoe. Okay, I'm going to go just like this. Okay, you want to put your toe in like so, just like that. So I put my glue right here. Okay, just like that. And there we go. There we go. As we're going to cut that in half. Okay, you just want to measure it out like so. And it's about 1 inch. So at about 1/2 inch, you want to mark it and you want to cut it. Then what you're going to do, guys, is you're going to glue this together. Okay, right here. This is going to give your shoe support, because we are working with paper towel holders, and although they're strong, you're going to need that extra support just with the glue gun. Okay, now we want to take a dab of hot glue and put right here on the front of our shoe. Dab it right on like so, just like this. Okay. You want to run this entire strip under your shoe. You guys, you can point this as much as you want. This can come out as much as you want it to come out. If you want your shoe to be this profile, you can have it. This profile, anything you want. Make it your own. But I prefer mine nice and snug. And then I'm going to run this all the way up the back of this time. Now again, this is for our medium-sized shoe. Okay. We're going to run this all the way up the back. And what this does is it's going to give our bottom more support as well as our back. So I'm going to run some hot glue right here. Okay. And I'm going to run it up the back of our shoe as well. Just like so. This is a little bit different than my original video, which I will leave the link in the description box below. This is the medium-sized shoe. So I'm putting a little more support in the back. Okay, just like so. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get our other shoe put together, and I'll be right back. Okay, and here we have our little gnome shoes, our forms all put together from our paper towel holders. We did reinforce the back. What we're going to do now is we're going to start to add our material. And I have a piece of gray felt here. And what we're going to do is I'm going to take one of the gnome shoes and literally I'm going to cut a square around it, just like so. This is gray felt that I actually purchased at Walmart. This to the bottom. We are going to glue the felt, to the bottom of the shoe, just like so. Just like this, and just set it there. There we go. Guys, you can, if you want to cut around the shoe, you can do that as well. But I just find this to be a little bit simpler to do. Easier, I should say. Then I'm just going to simply cut around it, just like so. And there we go. That's the sole of our gnome shoe. Okay, just like that. I'm going to trim it up just a bit here, but I am going to leave a little bit, like a 1/4 inch of slack, guys, just in case we need to tuck this, in case we need to do any modification at all to the bottom of it. Okay, so I'm going to get the next one. Just like so. Just like so. Just like that. Okay. This gives us a nice base. Just like so. If you'd like to wear your finger protectors for this, you can do that as well. If you need to trim up to have it lay flat, you can do that also, but this is going pretty good, guys. Pretty good. Okay, just like that. Okay. Okay, we have is I have cut a piece of fleece material and it's from a blanket and I've left the stitching on the bottom. I think that is just so pretty. I've actually turned it inside out. What we're going to do is this measures 7¼ inches long on the stitched side as well as 5¼ inches tall. Okay, now we want this pretty stitching on the outside. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our shoe, guys, and you just need, when we turn it this way, you're just going to need about just a little bit of the sole covered because this is all going to be covered up, guys. So we're going to take this now. See how I've just folded that over? Because you want a nice clean edge. We're going to take this and we're going to hot glue this just like so. Just like so, with this nice stitching right there to the back of our shoe. Okay, but first we're going to glue this because we want this nice and snug right in here. Okay, right on the line where we reinforce the back of this shoe. You want to pull that nice and snug. Don't worry about anything that may be sticking up, any material on the bottom. Again, this is all going to be covered up. Okay, so then you want to take your stitching, pull this around like so. You want it nice and snug. Okay, take some hot glue, and this time I am going to run that bead of hot glue on the stitching itself. Okay, you want to pull this up, pull it tight, guys. You want this nice and snug. Okay, and now that we have our hot glue dot right there, we want to start with your right side, what would be to your right first. And you want to put a dot of hot glue right here. You want to pull this over and just tack it with the hot glue, just like that. Just tack it. Okay. Now we're making a nice little crease right there. Okay, you want to do the same. Put it in about the same spot, guys. That's just fine. We want to pull this over like this and like that. Okay. There we go. Okay. Now, this excess, this is what we're going to do, guys. Tuck it. I'm going to tuck the back last since we have that pretty stitching in the back. Just like that. Okay. I did not put any hot glue or anything in there. It is just like that. Okay. Now, for this, guys, and you can see, let me get some of these glue strings off here. See that? I love that. I think that is so cute. Okay, for the trim of the sole of our shoe, what we're going to do is we're trimming just the edge of the stitching of our fleece blanket, guys. Just like so. Okay, we're going to take this. Any imperfections that you might have, this finish will take care of. Any that you might have, this finish is going to take care of. But we're going to start in the back. Okay. We're going to run a thin line of hot glue just around. Thin bead here. Okay, so we're going to run our thin bead of hot glue just like so. Okay, and you want this tight, just like so. Doesn't have to be perfect, you know, guys, again, but you want to get it as close as you can to where you don't see where your seams have come together. So I'm going to snip this right here. Okay, just like this. Okay. All right. Now, I think that's adorable. And the next thing we're going to do with our gnome boot for our gnome of the month is we're going to put laces on his boot. So how we're going to do that is I'm going to take, this is just regular yarn. This is the, let me see, Mainstay yarn. I purchased this at Walmart. It's 100% acrylic, and I'm going to make this look like laces is what we're going to do, okay? And we're going to start here to here, okay? Then we're going to V it up, okay? Let me show you what I mean. Okay. We're going to put a dot of hot glue right here, okay? It's going to be our starting point. Dot of hot glue. Yarn is excellent in hot glue, friends. Excellent. You can hot glue anything with yarn. Okay. I mean, you can glue easily with, oh, here we go. We're just going to dot over here as well. Okay. Run it at an angle. That's what we want to do. That's our goal, is to kind of have this on an angle. And try not to touch your hot glue as you're doing this. Just simply lay your yarn like so. Okay. All right. Then we want to come back up here and we want to do the same. Okay. We're not going to put any right there. Okay. We'll just bring a dab right here. Little dab of hot glue. Make sure your glue gun's loaded quite well for this, guys. And just remember not to touch your hot glue. Just put your yarn on it. Let it set a second. If you have to touch it at all, grab a little tool. I'm sorry, guys. Grab a little tool and just press in a little bit. Okay? That's all you have to do. Just like so. Okay. I need another stick of glue. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, a little dab of hot glue. Okay. Get that off, get that nice bead in there. Go just like this. There we go. All right, just like that. Okay. Now you might say, well, that doesn't look like a lace. Watch what we're going to do. Okay. Now, we want to take this. Guys, you want to run it this way. This does not have to be perfect. You just want to get that lace effect on this, okay? Take it right back down to where your other hot glue was. You're just going to go in the opposite direction, okay? Just like so. Okay, guys, don't worry about the bead of hot glue. Just let your yarn kind of do the work for you. See that, guys? Just like that. Okay, let it set there a second. This is the most tedious part of the shoe, guys, but the effect is amazing. So, all right, just like that. And we're going to come down here one more time and we're going to call it good, guys. Look at that. That's going to be adorable. Okay. You don't want this real tight. You don't want this real loose, guys. So just work with it a little bit. This does try your patience. It's pretty tedious, guys, but it's so, so worth it. Okay. So I'm going to bring right back down here to where I started. Okay. We're going to run another dab of glue, just like that. And all the while, guys, our yarn is in one continuous, it's still coming right out of the skein of yarn. We haven't done anything. We haven't cut any yarn, anything right till now. Okay, and there we go. I think these are absolutely adorable. We're going to let this dry for a second. Then we're going to cut this off, and we're going to do around the top of this, we're going to do like a boot would be. So right here, lay your glue, go around once, okay, and go around again. All the while putting that yarn in the hot glue, that the bead that you made, that you created back here. Okay, see, we don't have a bunch of spillage or anything. There's one little dot on the top, which will be covered when our gnome sits on the boot. So, you know, I mean, there's not a lot of, if you don't touch that glue when you're applying glue to anything you're using yarn with, guys, that's the key, not touching the glue. Okay, guys, just like this. It's okay that it's like that. All right, it's okay that it's separated. That's just fine. Okay, so what we're going to do, if you don't want it like this, by all means put it together. It's your choice, but I don't mind it for the project we got going here. Okay, so what we're going to do, I'm going to take and just make a regular shoestring bow. Sharp tool you have there, and you're going to want to stick that to it, guys, just like that. There you go. There you go. All right. Okay. And now you can pull your strings off. Okay. All right. Now you can do anything you want with this, guys. You can even this up. You can even your bows up if you want to. Anything you want. I want mine to kind of be uneven a little bit here. Just make it your own. But you'll see this is our gnome boot for our project. I think this turned out absolutely fantastic. Okay, friends, and there we have it. There are our gnome boots for our Gnome of the Month project. Each week going into our Gnome of the Month, the week prior, I'm going to do a video of making the shoes, another video of making the hat and the clothing, and our final reveal will be the last Saturday of every month. We will have our Gnome of the Month. I hope you enjoyed this video today, and if you did, give me a great big thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, hit that notification bell, and you'll be notified each and every time I upload new content. This has been a blast. There they are. Have a blessed day, everyone. We'll see you next time. Bye.